Hello there, people of the universe, this is the Whovian Wizard and welcome back to another video. And today is a very special video because it's the first video on my second channel. Well, I'm assuming it's the first video because I don't plan on uploading anything before that. But I made a separate video on my main channel talking about what this is. So this is essentially my second channel, so any stuff like this where it's behind the scenes or something that I don't think is quite good enough for my main channel but I think it's good enough for this channel, then it'll be like that. Or even if it's just a funny clip from one of my videos or live streams or something that I think's really funny, then I'll put it on here instead of there. So yeah, that's essentially what's going on. I'll leave a link in the description and everything to the video that I talked about this more, and I went really in depth with it. Well, I say really in depth, I went a little bit in depth with it. So this is, as you can tell by the title, the behind the scenes of my Halloween special this year. So this one was decently fun to make. It really wasn't the best. My actual video that I made of it wasn't the best thing in the world because it was very much like it was on a really small screen. But we're not going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about the actual film itself. So this is on my sketchbook world. That's lorries built up there. This is obviously the opticians that someone came on and tried to build a giant statue of me. This is quite interesting actually. This sort of turned into a sketchbook world tour. So this is when I was first trying to come up with my town and how it will be structured. So this is essentially like this. I think I've got a key down here actually. Yeah. So this is the mesa. So this is where I live. This block is representing my mountain. This is path. The gold is structures, blue is water, and the birch is community. So this was when I first moved in there, and I wanted a plan. So this is sort of supposed to map out the area in between the two places. It didn't really go to plan, but I still use this to decide on certain things that I'm going to build. So these are sort of things, ideas I've written down. So this is obviously already built. Florist, I'm going to build that at some point. This is coming soon. I've already finished designing it though, so if it says done, then I've already finished designing it. A bakery, that's obviously been built. And then there are other things like this. This is, I believe, the clock tower. No, this is the museum. But I have done the clock tower in the museum because it's just over there. Yeah, so this is just sort of how I used to plan it. So I've got the river, but instead of going over there, it goes all the way down here. Like sort of along the side, and I quite like it like that. So this is sort of the original plan. It's going to be nothing like this originally because it's not going to be as organised or anything. But yeah, so that's sort of my original plan. It's just thought that was quite interesting. I don't have a clue what any of this stuff was. What does this actually do? It does something I don't know. I'm not going to bother messing with that. So this is Dr. Peterson's lab. So I was going to build this in the original community world. Like I was going to build it underneath there or something, like underneath Doc's house. But I didn't in the end because I realised that I could do it like this. I could get, it was Mario in the end that I got to do this, to be Dr. Peterson and stand here. And then it's like I can be the camera here, and obviously film it all. And then I've got an actor there. And it was a lot easier to do it like this because I could build the actual set, rather than having to like build a physical room for it, and that way it also allowed a lot more lighting, and it's sort of like a real movie set as well, which is quite cool. So this was quite simple here. I just sort of acted like a camera and got someone else to be Dr. Peterson. So yeah, that's sort of how we did this. So these are just, this was an interesting thing actually. So there's a line in there at some point. I think it's right near the start. Where Dr. Peterson's like, there's an alarm goes off and it's like whoop whoop, and then Dr. Peterson's like, that scared me slightly, or something like that. And then he says, it's just telling me it's nighttime outside and the lights will dim slightly. So what I was planning to do, but obviously it wouldn't work. Actually, it could have worked, couldn't it? I could have gotten Mario to do it. Oh, that's a shame. But yeah, so what I was planning to do is turn it to night, and then it would make it look a lot darker. as well, because obviously I've got this open back wall here, so that would make it look a lot darker anyway. And this is the second bit for it. So I wasn't sure whether I was going to have to come back and build it again. So, well, I didn't, whether I had to come back and film this set again. So I thought it was better to be safe than sorry, whoops. And I might as well just build it again and then have all this stuff in. So for this, I built the normal version, and then I knew that I was okay with it anyway, and I could just add anything else I've needed. And then I've obviously got, then I just made it with blood all over there, and then I broke the redstone, and yeah, I just sort of mucked everything up to make it look a little bit more like it's been invaded. And then obviously before it was all going around here and working perfectly, now it is not. So yeah, that's sort of where it came from. That was the idea of it, and this is just me working out that this is 6 snow. So yeah, that's pretty much all I need to do for this. And obviously this was really simple to do. The editing was quite simple as well. But that isn't the main thing that I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you the destroyed community world that we had to build for this. So I will quickly load up the community world, the destroyed community world, and I will show you what we did to it. So I'll be back in just 1 second. Okay, so we are here again. So you may recognize this place as what used to be my house. So this was really fun to destroy, actually. It's like, I would never do this on the actual community world, so this is just a copy, don't worry, I didn't actually destroy any of it. We did a similar thing for episode 5, the time travel episode, where we made a copy of it and destroyed it all. But there was a lot more stuff, and it was really fun to destroy, actually. There's a few little bits of TNT left over here and there. There's quite a lot of unexploded TNT over there. So yeah, this was really fun, quite interesting actually. So this one, this was actually a big mistake. So at the time of, obviously you know this, but at the time of recording this, and at the time of recording the Halloween special, and at the time that the Halloween special was uploaded, I hadn't yet built this in the video. So this shouldn't have been here. But it is, so I just sort of rolled with it. So I was trying to be quite good with the way that I destroyed it, because I didn't want to waste time destroying things that wouldn't get shown. But then Laurie came on and destroyed it all of it. So originally I was just going to destroy everything from one side, so it looks like that. But eventually we might come back to an idea like this. We might do another time travel video, who knows. But if we do, then we'll wait until all this is here as well, like, so everything is properly filled up. And yeah, that should be really cool. And why are they just glowing trees? Why are the trees just glowing? That's a bit odd. Yeah, so this was, let's have a look around my house actually. So a lot of it's still intact, like the stuff inside the mountain, because we weren't going to do any inside shots. It's just the outside that we had to make look bad. So like, as you can see, you walk through here and everything's fine. Like, you could just walk in here and everything looks normal. Same as through here, like, you can't really turn anything off. And then this part looks really normal, and then you go, oh, my bedroom's missing. So this was actually intentional. So I didn't want to do it like this actually. I wanted to have the full dome here, except for this piece, and then it would look like, in like some zombie movies and stuff, you've got the, especially, well, it's only American ones, the Capitol building, you've got, and in Fallout 4 as well, you've got, actually it might be Fallout 3, I don't know, but you've got the Capitol building, and there's like a missing piece of it that's just gone. I quite like that, so I was going to do a similar thing, but then I blew up too much of it and then ended up with this. But I think it looks quite cool, and I like the way that the water sort of flows. Obviously we had to add way more water, but I like the way that it sort of looks like it's naturally flowing down here. This is a bit of remnants of when this place used to be lorries. So as you can see, like, if you were to dig in the mountain even more, like I think even behind here maybe, yeah, behind here, you've still got all this place that's lorries. from when he was going to make this a community. I think this was supposed to be his shopping district when he did it, so I'll just place that. And then obviously through these doors, everything's just normal, nothing's fancy about here. I don't know why I tried to go up there, and yeah, that's sort of like, poop, I don't want to do that. Then obviously nothing's off about the nether at all, because nothing had to be off about the nether. So essentially all we did for this as well, was because it's supposed to be drone, so Laurie suggested that I did, like more, I used the elytra and sort of glided over, but that looks way too smooth, and the drone in the actual episode, in the actual movie, is supposed to be broken, so I didn't really want to do that, so I sort of liked sort of the jerkiness of it, and yeah, that was quite good. So with here, this was sort of like, I wanted to add a whole load of like leaves everywhere. I think there's a place in the path over here, yeah, where there's just sort of leaves there. So in some places like this, this wasn't my idea, but it would, once again, a lot of this is inspired by the time travel video that we did. Laurie did a thing like this. I think it was more over here though. At a fire that says "Help Us," I think. And I quite like that, so I thought that was quite cool. And obviously the dog house is pretty much obliterated. Wizard Industries isn't looking its best. Then yeah, I obviously turned off fire spreads as well, otherwise the entire place would burn to the ground. And I didn't really want that, so this went way out of hand as well. All I meant to do was like blow up like a quarter of it or something and have a shot like this, but it really went wrong, and I never ended up having a shot like that anyway. But like this, so this side, it looks normal. Like this side, this was one of the bits that Laurie didn't end up touching, but this side, it looks horrific. That was one of the things that I wanted to do, or like that side looks really cool from that side, but here, if you just hide the fire, then it looks really cool. But, or like here, I wanted only minimal damage on this thing, because I didn't think that would be a big target, and then Laurie came along and destroyed the interior. But yeah, so I think that looks quite cool. This was a mistake as well, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, so it's essentially just blowing things up, but now we go back to the older community. So this was one of my favourite shots from the entire thing. And I think it was my idea, but Laurie had to help me with it. So there's normally a beacon. I want to say it's here. Yeah, it's here. Yeah, there's like, so Laurie wanted to do it. Well, I said, do you want to have the beacon going out? And then Laurie's like, oh yeah, it'd be like the last beacon of hope vanishing. And I was like, you know what, that just makes it even better. So that's what we've done. So also another thing that I wanted to do, and we sort of forgot about this, this thing here, but we wanted to get rid of anything tall. So the thing obviously that's normally here, this is on the ground, it's smashed through my house. It's sort of burned away on its own as well. Then all the big flag things are down here too, and I really like that. I wanted to get rid of everything tall, and the beacon was the tallest thing because it goes up to the world limit. So I wanted to have that, and then sort of be like, I sort of glided over here, sort of like this. I wanted that to be sort of like showing that, like, you're like, oh look, the beacon's still there, everything's fine, and then you're like, hold on a second, no it's not. So Laurie essentially just waited down here. Obviously removed the audio from it, but we were talking at the time. So I just sort of glided down, then on the cue that I gave him I said break, and then he broke it, and yeah, that was really cool. So that's really everything from this community that I have to specially talk about. Obviously you've got Laurie's house over here, they got clogged up with water. This thing over here, this was part of the war. I was inside this guy's house, and then someone covered it with obsidian, then destroyed it, and then put some other things on it. But yeah, so that was like quite fun here. Then we accidentally killed Special Sheep as well, which was a bit of a mistake. So this thing here, like the one here was already gone because Johnny Gap blew that up in a previous episode. So this one we have to get rid of. And Laurie wanted to do a shot of it actually being blown up, but I didn't really like that because, like, I liked having that being broken, the beacon being broken in the shot, but I didn't really like everything just going boom exactly as that. I liked having it sort of like the calm before. It's like the calm after the storm is about to happen, but it hasn't quite happened yet. But it's not quite the storm either. So that's sort of what I wanted it to be. I don't know how much sense that made. It didn't really make too much. This place didn't really get too much screen time. If any, actually it did, yeah. It got, so this place got a little bit of screen time. I just put a whole lot of zombies around and then just sort of glided along it. This was the crime scene where Laurie killed Special Sheep, which was a catastrophe. And then down here is the combination lock. Obviously this didn't need to get a thing here either. And there's a thing down here. That's a bit odd. Wait, what's actually behind here? Huh. That's a bit peculiar. I'm gonna have to ask around about that. Okay, so one last thing that I want to talk about, and this was actually the entire thing that spawned this movie. So I wanted to have, so let me just tell you the full story. So in August I went on holiday to Wales. Was it Wales? It was Wales, was it? I don't entirely know. It was Tenby either way. Is that Wales? I don't know. But anyway, I went to Tenby and they've got really awesome like long beach along the actual town of it, because essentially the story of it, and now Licorice is fapping around, is it used to be like a fort, and then obviously it got destroyed and everything, and then people built a town on it, and that's the town is Tenby. So there's a really long beach going along it, and I do this thing, and I've done it for the past couple of years when I go on holiday, where every morning I go and walk along the beach, and I like doing that. But then I got the sudden idea. Now Licorice is doing stuff as well. Licorice, what are you doing? I got the sudden idea of how cool it would look being covered in zombies. I don't know where that idea came from, but I think, and then that idea sort of ended up getting scrapped, and it only got very, very, very limited screen time. I can't find the actual beach now. This place would have been a good way to do it. Yeah, I can't really find that. So yeah, it's essentially just a place like that. That was where I came up with the idea for the entire thing, but then it didn't really end up happening. Then there's also a line in there about because why I waited until the updated Quatic was out to record this movie. There's a line in there that Dr. Peterson says about the bodies of the ground or something in the water. And so that, obviously I just stuck a bunch of ground in the water, and that was quite good. So yeah, that's pretty much how I did it all. This video is just sort of me rambling about how I did it, because people keep asking me how I do stuff like this. This is sort of a community extra, but it's not. It's just going to be called behind the scenes. So once again, this is on my second channel, the Twovian Wizard. And yeah, so this will be a channel whenever I do something in my main world and something interesting's in it, then I'll update it on this. On my main channel, sorry, then I'll update it on this channel. So like, and I'll also be doing vlogs and stuff. So yeah, obviously if you're interested in that stuff, then make sure you stick around. But if you're not, then and you just want to watch the main channel, then just do that. I don't really care. So yeah, so I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. There will be a link to the playlist for all my Minecraft communities videos. Not my Minecraft communities videos. Actually, there will be the behind the scenes videos in it in the description below, and there'll be a link to my main channel in there as well. So I thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you all later. Goodbye.